Hello! Welcome back to, Miles Edgeworth. I was like, what's his name? Help! Miles Edgeworth. Ace Attorney Investigations. HD. Last time we finished Case 2, Turnabout Airlines. Kimmy Meal, I respect women's rights and wrongs. And I support women's rights and wrongs. She wasn't being paid enough anyway, I can guarantee. Flight attendants don't make jack shit. Anyway. Today we're starting Case 3, which I really enjoy. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see a couple of my besties. One of the new characters that's gonna show up is one of my favorites in the whole series, I would say. And then another I do love very dearly. I love to meme on. And I'm like, yeah. You'll see. Anyway, this will be the last Ace Attorney Saturday for a little while. Next Saturday, we're going to be playing a game, a short little game for 2 weeks. And then on the third week, I do a short stream, and it's piano time. But you have to be nice. Piano, but I'm bad at piano. Anyway. Shall we get started? Alright, let's do this. I'm ready. Yeah, we heard some guy that Miles Edgeworth knows named Ernest Amano. His son was kidnapped. So, okay. This is the next day. Has Edgeworth gotten any sleep? It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. That's stupid, that you're the one to do it. Why doesn't Ernest do it himself? Let's see. I checked that the money is all there, safe inside this suitcase. Glad it's getting some use. Now all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. Can I run around? I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place after all. No, I wanted to go the other way. Oh. Welcome to Gatewater Land. I don't know who this is, I don't remember. Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? A picture? Of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Aw, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Hello? Hello?
Who are you? You're not Ernest Amano.
It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm a prosecutor. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me.
I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium.
I'm sure you'll hear that voice again in another game. So this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. Oh, I want to go the other way. I want to go the other way, Edgeworth. The Governors! I saw that! Hey! Oh my god, hi! There's also Battle of the Magicians, Max Galactica versus Troop Grammary. That's fun. Edgeworth speaking.
Next, come to the haunted house.
And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for?
That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend.
I suppose not. You're gonna be so strong, though. Think of how buff your arms are gonna be. I've arrived.
Go inside.
Nice. That's normal. What a dismal place.
That's it. Go through those doors.
Wasn't that painting on the wall just now, too? Huh. Am I being watched from somewhere? No shit.
Leave the money and go. Now.
Was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. Oh, can I move? Aw. Damn. Yeah, that fucking painting was on the ground just now. Oh. It's funny. Ugh. It was a trap. Bonk. One second. I need to turn my heat down. I turned it up a little bit and it's still like there's no winning. Hi Nem. There's no winning with my hair, my heat. That true. That true too. I'm losing it. Okay, I'll be right back. God. Oh goodness. Oh gee. Don't laugh. That's true. It's true. Not only is it true, it's the truth. Alright, now I'll be able to think again because I'm just like, I'm hot. Anyway. That guy. Betrayed. Oh wait, no, these are different voices. No, can't be. Then the deal. Who is that? And what are they talking about? Split police. Alright. In front of meetup. I can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. So dramatic. Where am I? Is this his second time in 24 hours being handcuffed, by the way? That's funny. How long was I out? It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop-off. I don't remember it being raining before, either. That's fun. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. Probably when you went into the fucking haunted house, you idiot. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. He's having such a rough time. Yeah, this is a bad time for him generally. It was from Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano group. What is a Zaibatsu? 覚えてない。Zaibatsu. バッツの方はなんとなくわかるけど、なんだったっけな、バッツ。あー、financial conglomerate. なるほどね。But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. That was me laughing at myself. Alright, let me get to the voice. Interesting that they didn't translate it. Yeah, I mean, a Zaibatsu is like, I guess also a proper noun. Was that you making that funny sound? Who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Hey! Oh my god, hi! Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? A kidnapper? Me? No way! I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope, I'm after something much, much bigger. Ugh, I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief, Yatagarasu. Great thief? Did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu? Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. You can call me Kay, okay? Good, glad that's settled. I love her. That's my daughter. That's his daughter too. He doesn't know it yet, but that's his daughter. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you would be so kind as to remove these ropes. I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy glary on me, you know? This rope goes through here, and there you go. What a relief. I owe you my thanks. Ah, it's okay. You can pay me back in full later. Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. That's my girl! Hey, girl. Can I show you my badge? Yes. Don't surprise me like that! I can't believe you're just shoving things in my face! I mean, aren't there more pressing things you'd rather ask little old me? She has a point. I should probably find out more about my mysterious savior first. Oh, okay, what about this? Okay. Dang it. Alright, we'll try later. You call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all? You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right? That's not the part I have a tough time believing. I am the real genuine Yatagarasu, you know? Yep, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? What? Of course I'd mind! I haven't stolen anything yet! Seriously, I don't know how you could say such a horrible thing to your savior! Her theme is so nostalgic. Yeah, that's like... It brings me back to such like a specific time in my life. Because, like, I knew she was coming because it was hard to avoid the spoiler of her. But I didn't know, like, what she would be like or anything, and if I would really like her, or just be, like, kind of like, yeah, okay, I like her. But I adore her. That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me. Yet. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you are the Yatagarasu? Yep. The most righteous of the righteous, the legendary great thief. But I inherited the title only recently, so I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu. I was not aware that thieves can pass down their titles like that. Maybe it's like, like, Shisho type thing. You get the name from the, the master. But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works. Big plans, huh? They would happen to lead to a big arrest, would they? I knew it! There's just no reasoning with the prosecutor! I'm not the problem here! I'll have you know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing, and only one thing, I want to steal. Only one thing? And what would that be? But that's going to have to wait until we find our way out of here. Well, at least there is one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you. So you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor? No, I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth. Aha! Now I remember! How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery. Alright, then Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here! Oops. I was doing her motion and I knocked my phone over. She's so funny. It would seem that we are locked in from the other side. What? No way! I don't hear you. La la la. Kay, you do remember where you came in from, right? It looks like that might be our only way out of this room. Whoops! Slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit. I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can't find another way out. I think that she might be my favorite weird girl. Which is, I know, like, the hottest take in the world because Maya exists. I really love her dynamic with Edgeworth so much. Alright, let's observe this. Man! Why did they have to put the windows so high up anyway? How is a thief supposed to make her daring escape? I suppose we could make our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. That's pretty clever. You'd make a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. Let's see. I wonder if I can jump and grab the top of the locker here. Her animations are so cute. Man! Why did they have to make such ginormous lockers anyway? Even if we wanted to use these lockers, we need some sort of foothold. Alright. Okay, I guess I can't examine what that is, but I'll look at these. Hey! There's something inside the bottom right box! Oh! I think it's a pink badger costume! Pink badger. You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? In that case, you better study up on the whole Badger clan with this. What is this thing? Think of it as a bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan. Whatever. You forget he's from California and then he says something like that. Whatever. Real. I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something. Okay, Proto Badger, evil and bad. Bad Badger, silly. Blue Badger, adorable. Pink Badger, a little alarming. A vile criminal with a gun! Anyway, what is this? Oh, another Homine. The Wild Wild West. Nice. I love the floral arrangement in the bottom right. That's like the Blue Badger's face. That's really funny. Like right next to the main gate. Are there any other places like that? I mean, there's the topiary type thing in the middle. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if there's any other little, like, how do I say? Easter egg type things. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. That's too bad. Okay, well, whatever. I just had the cursed thought of a blue badger body pillow. Would buy. Me? Would buy. Why was she stalking me? Self-purported great thief. She suddenly appeared, but why was she stalking me? Okay, let's... Ernest. Oh, he was the benefactor. When you studied abroad in Germany, when? How long ago? During Justice for All? Or during this past game? The Trials and Tribulations? Or during your childhood? Okay, anyway. I suppose this means this is where they keep all the costumes. It certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger's family's home. Badger family's home. Whatever. Whatever. There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. Well, not necessarily, because we did just see that bad badger head on the floor, but whatever. Whatever. Aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force? Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. A cab. Probably because the Gatewater Group owes the police from all those cases they solved. They have all the power of the state, and they used it to make a theme park? You know what? A-cab. Gumshoe was like, whoa. It's not just any theme park. They have this handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster. That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy just from the thought of such a thing. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. We didn't get that in a while. We haven't had that in a little while. What's this? I want to know what this is so bad. Alright, whatever. Ooh, there's a key. A key-e-e. And what have we here? Ah! Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look? Well, don't mind if I do. Ooh, I see. Yes, this is definitely a key. Key-e-e. I'm sure it's a key to something. I don't know if it ever says specifically, but a headcanon that only JFA and TNT era... There was only Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations era, since he probably wouldn't have needed or even been able to have a benefactor when Von Karma was still around. That makes sense to me because I was thinking the same thing. Why would he even have a benefactor when Von Karma was there? That was his benefactor in a way. Yeah, I assume it was Trials and Tribulations because I think... I don't know. Well, I guess it also could have been Justice for All. But I feel like he did more studying during Trials and Tribulations than he did during Justice for All. Justice for All, he may have spent some of that time extremely mentally unwell. The something is what is relevant to my interest. Okay. Costume. Look! It's the Blue Badger! I suppose even this thing can be popular with women. My nemesis! What in the... Why is she beating it up? He's got the word badge right in his name! That's... Oh, that nothing? That's nothing but bad news for someone like me. And to think he's out there wandering around in this park. I better be careful or he's going to arrest me by the power of his name alone. I somehow doubt that the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone. Look, I'm not taking any fucking chances, okay? I'm 17. I can't go to juvie. They'll eat me up. Look how cute I am. So this is the Blue Badger's rival, the Bad Badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence toward this badger, Kay? Huh! I can't believe you would be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? That's it. I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Good luck with that one. This is that Blue Badger I met at the main gate. Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter. I suppose as he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved. Are we comparing the blue badger to humans now? Also, now that I think of it, if Amano was based in Japanifornia, he probably wasn't allowed to know Edgeworth was even alive. During JFA? Probably. But I don't know. Also, Kay's line there is so funny. I suppose this is the pink badger. But since it has the same design, it doesn't seem forced to call this one a female. Doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female? You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are. That's the only difference. And the fact that she's pink. Yes, and her lips are red. See? Lipstick. What? She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon, or is that too obvious? Edgeworth's like, the rest of those things I might have. But the pink ribbon, absolutely not. Okay. I don't think I can do anything with these right now. Yes, no? Okay. Is there any logic I can put together? I wasn't really super paying attention. Okay. I don't think so. Alright, skedaddle. Pole. Show pole. This is the beam I was tied to. What's up? Yeah, I feel like if anyone other than Gumshoe knew it, it would have gotten out sooner. Yeah, that's a good point. I was pondering if perhaps we could make it over to and out the window if we climbed this. I would love to see you try, Miles Edgeworth. Good thinking! And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me. Thanks. This little hook here, it looks like it might make for a good foothold. Up you go, Kay, and good luck. Count on it! The great thief Yatagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies! Here I go! As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing. What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know! Disrespectful? Gay and lesbian violence. We're so back. What is this? Looks like the Bad Badger, and it's looking as bad as ever. Looks like a costume head to me. I guess the Bad Badger's costume is, at the very least, a two-piece, huh? The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor? Alright, what is... Oh, is this my cell phone? Isn't this my phone? Alright, same brain. Alright, you know what? That's not surprising. It looks like it made it through the ordeal intact. If only there was a way to If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside. Ah, but we do have a way. Right here. Beep, beep, beep. Ah! There was a cell phone here this whole time? If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay? I'm so worried, sir. I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper. That's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. The boys! Boys mention. But in doing that, I sorta... What's wrong, Detective? Hey! Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, I forgot he shows up here! What the fuck? Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, hi! Oh my god! Hey! The boys! Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to make do with me. Who is this? Shilong Lang of Interpol. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime, whether it's on a local or global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Lang Zi says, the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and then getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here post-haste. Completely forgot he existed, actually. No! No! Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack loses one. You're the one who wanted to go it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. No, I'll be different when that happens. I might cry instead. No, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you. Eventually. You... What's wrong? Did you get cut off? No, my phone ran out of power. No way! It doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means. Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out. They're holding a Blue Badger photo rally? You didn't know? Plus, it's not just the Blue Badger, it's his whole family too. If you manage to snap a shot of every member of the family, you get a really posh prize. Posh prize? Well, there's a costume head sitting over there. Why not start with a picture of that? You can't do that! That's cheating! There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against a wall in the haunted house. Seriously? But somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costume ones walking around the park. So those are the rules of this game? So those are the rules of this game? How quaint. I want paint. I drink the paint. Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape. And what exactly do you have in mind? Well, we could paint help in really giant letters. And who, pray tell, would see these giant letters? We're inside a building. Okay, then how about we light the paint on fire and send out colored smoke signals? Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about and call the cops. Actually, that may not be great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all. She's so cute, guys. Oh, look how cute she is. Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? See, I just wasn't expecting Lang to show up there. His, I know his appearance later. Okay, let me try showing you things now. Hey! Don't you think getting out of here is a bit more important right now? You can ask me about that later. I suppose she's right. What about this? No, but that might have something to do with it. Don't you think? Okay, let me have fun with you. You're my daughter. Alright, fine. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went? Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone. I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking with someone. It was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here. After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you. I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the $1 million. Well, if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through the slot. Door. Ooh, we can peer into the room the kidnappers were in from there! I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I can't touch that? Okay, fine. What's this? There's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one. Which would mean that I can probably assume these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe I may have just found our ticket out. Maybe. Ooh. There was a beam in the next room identical to the one in this room. There's even a hook on it to hold a propped-up floor panel in place. Which reminds me. Did you find something useful, Mr. Edgeworth? My mouth us creating so much spit. I'm not mad, I'm just... Why?
Perhaps I may have found a very handy hint to how we'll get out of here.
Cheers.
Is that what I think it is?
It looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome! They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves!
No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. I think this building was originally built with a basement or underground area.
Is it like Disney World where they have a ton of tunnels? Anyway, beam. Show beam.
This hook on the beam.
You know I already tried, and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit when something's just not possible.
I wasn't about to suggest that again. Rather, that it's here for a different purpose.
Really? Like what?
As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up. Which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well.
Oh, I get it. Okay, question. Kay is clearly shorter than Edgeworth. Is she on her tiptoes and he's at eye level? Or is he having to bend down and she's at eye level for this panel? Or this, like, gap in the door?
We didn't notice its existence all this time because it was being hidden by this tarp.
Alright then, let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. Now this is what I call a treasure! Hell yeah. Okay. Beep. Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure.
The scent I wish to smell is the sweet fragrance of freedom.
Then what are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch!
Alright. This thing is locked down tight.
Aw, fiddlesticks! We should bring that back. Everyone should start saying aw nuts and aw fiddlesticks again. And I truly wholly believe that. I think he's bending down because that looks like a tiny ass door. Yeah, you might be right. That's really funny. Anyway. Well, anyway. Tiny key for tiny entrance.
I believe you're up, Kay.
Huh? Why me?
Because we need to use this tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to.
Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big.
I believe the feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now.
Alright, I got the secret door open, and now...
Ah, wait!
What? Ah!
Are you alright? Kay!
I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all.
Thank goodness she's alright. I about had a coronary.
Another thing we should all start saying. I about had a coronary. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. Oh, I guess I should... There's a lot of really large machinery down here.
What about an exit?
It's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit. Ugh, I can't believe that happened.
You only have yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know.
No way! I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder is removable? Oop. Oh, wrong button.
I figured out how we will escape this prison, Kay.
Oh? So how are we gonna bust out?
It seems that your reckless actions were of use after all.
Are you actually praising me?
More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder.
The underground ladder? What about it?
This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down.
Oh, I see. If we use this.
Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers.
Well then, what are we waiting for? I don't know why you guys don't just use a costume box too, but... Hi, Maya? Hey! Welcome to a game you're not in. Just kidding. Maya is a common name. Alright! Now we can get out of here!
Yes, we spent entirely too much time in here. Kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Hold on. I'm just gonna save really fast. This is one of the funniest things ever. Go. Wow. It's so funny. Hey, why'd they make that animation, guys? That's so silly.
It looks like it stopped raining for now.
And he's trying to act dignified after he did that. Girl, I know what you are. Yeah, and thank goodness. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Gumshoe. And now the trio is here. Guys. Ah! I'm so excited. I love that he does that so much. Me too. I was like kind of waiting for it. I was like, I know it's gotta be soon.
I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was gonna give out.
You should say that you were gonna have a coronary. I don't think you would know how to say that word. I love you. Yay, Gummy! Reunited. The family.
Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is?
Well, that's,
the gang. Count off!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 98, 99.
Shifu! All 99 members are here and accounted for, sir.
Play the song, play the song, play the song.
Yeah!
This is the real reason I wanted him to show up. God, this song is so good. God. Like, okay, I know I'm always going off about my man Iwadare Noriyuki, but that man excels at doing a character theme. And when they brought him on and they were like, okay, I want you to do all these songs, he was like, oh, everyone's getting a character theme actually. And he flew off the handle with this one. And I'll never be able to be over it. It's such a good song. That note holding the whole time, the high note, and then as it descends down, like, oh, it's so good. As it goes down the scale. So good. Also, Rip King, they did not let your chest be out. They only let you have a little bit of cleavage, and all of the fucking concept art, he has no shirt. And then they made him... They took away his slut outfit, so... Can't believe Fran doesn't have her own theme. If Iwadare had done the music to the second game, she would. And that's my true and honest belief. No offense to that composer. I just simply think he wouldn't have been able to resist. Anyway. Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing counting my cubs off like that? These sunglasses are so stupid, I forgot about this! We need leg cleavage, bro. So true, yeah. Oh, I've never noticed the dragon on his arm does have like a little beard. That's cute. Every person is a valuable human being. You get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number one. Got it?
师傅，师傅。
Edgeworth is like, who the fuck are you? Like, what is this? Gumshoe, also with like genuine consternation. Kay is like, I don't really care.
You are Agent Lang, I take it.
You infidel! How dare you address our Shifu so rudely?
Lang Zi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect toward another person. Shina.
Actually, I learned. So in the Chinese dub, he is... he is... like... Lang. Lang Shi Long. And she's actually... Xi Na. And not Shi Na. But they wrote her name like Shi in the romanization. So I'm not sure why they did that. Because also in the Japanese, she's Shina. So I think actually what I'm gonna do is say it the way that it was intended, the she, and then he's gonna be Shi, because that's what his name is. Also, Lang means wolf in Chinese. Hence his little doggy ears. Yeah, like Xi. Yeah. Versus Shi. Because if you put it, like, if you put X in front of an I, it's more the front of the mouth, like Xi. And then if it's SH and then I, it's more toward the middle back. Shifu. Like, obviously I have a huge accent because Mandarin's not even my fourth language, so it's like the fifth language I've tried to study. And I am bad at it. But this part I can say. I bet they thought it would be too confusing and people would try to say, but then they have zi. They have Lang Zi. And Lang, it's the same Lang in his surname. Lang Zi, which is like Master Lang. And Zi is like a really common like character in Chinese, right? So it's stupid that they thought that, is what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with that logic. I'm simply saying they were dumb for thinking it, if that's the case. They need a linguistics person on their team. What other languages do I speak? I used to study Spanish for a really long time when I was young. And then Japanese is kind of like taken over the brain. Ugh, sorry, I'm like taking off my sweater now. It's warm in here. So Japanese I would say is my second language because it's the one that I like use the most and know the most, and I study it every day and like blah blah blah. I use it in my daily life. Spanish, if you came at me with really really fast Spanish, I might not be able to understand you, but I learned Mexican Spanish too. So there are some dialects of Spanish that are a little hard to understand, like Spain Spanish. And then I did study German for a little bit, but it was admittedly short-lived. And then more recently I started studying Mandarin, although I've been very bad about working on it lately because I'm really honing in on the Japanese studies because I really want to pass the Nihongo Noryoku Shiken, the JLPT. I really want to pass the highest level. But I'm so bad at tests. So, anyway. What were we doing? Okay, he's Meishi. He's giving the card. Yeah, I'll have more to say about Lang momentarily. Girl, that's amazing. It's not. I mean, okay, so think of it this way, right? I'm a US American. People who live in... My friend from Slovenia, obviously she grew up learning, like, Slovene, but also grew up learning Austrian German because that was what was on TV. And then, like, she could learn Italian, too, because if they lived on the, you know, southwestern part of the country, it's right there, and that's what's on TV. She learned English, and she learned Japanese. So, like, it's just... It is stupid, but I bet most English speakers don't know the Chinese pronunciation. Before you got into Danmei, I would have thought it was, like... Before you got me into Danmei, I would have thought C was, like, Z or Xi, like, Greek. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I've been exposed to Chinese for a really long time because of video games, I think. And I did have a girl and a guy at my school who were Chinese. Like, their parents were immigrants type beat. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying, Europeans do that shit all the time. Asians, especially like Southeast Asia, like, they do that shit all the time. So, like, it's actually relatively normal. The US Americans and the Canadians and the other super white places, we're the weird ones, I fear. Anyway. This isn't much, but please accept my card.
Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return.
日本人。やっぱり日本人だ。This is so Japanese でしょ?
You all see that just now. That is the proper way for you two people to show their respect. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life, got it? Shifu! Ah, that's right. Francisca did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zhongfa.
So, because... Okay. Here's my take. Zhongfa, I think, might be intended to be a similar type of situation to Taiwan and Hong Kong in that it is Chinese, but, like, not part of mainland China, and does not want to be part of mainland China, but also, like, linguistically has a lot of similarities, and, like, probably, like, a pervasive Mandarin influence, right? This is completely my headcanon, but this is how I've always interpreted it. Anyway.
Apparently, this man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case?
I can't. I was gonna say, do you think Lang reads MXTX? Do you think he reads Danmei? He probably doesn't, but would be willing to get into it. He would watch, like, the donghua of 我到此时 and then be like, this is really compelling, and then be like, okay, I have to read the books, and then get into the books and be like, okay, I'm learning things about myself. And that's my headcanon. You heard it here first. I think he'd be quiet about it. He wouldn't be like Fujo or Fudanshi or anything, but anyway.
That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor.
How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right?
But you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal?
His guilty pleasure. And that's on God. That true. The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliche. Look, what I'm getting at is if I had been there, no one would have died. Also, Lan, I believe, in his, Long. Do we have his actual business card? We don't. I think the Long in his name is Dragon. And it's the same character as the Ryu in Ryuichi in Phoenix's Japanese name, which is fun. I would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Long knew yesterday's victim, Agent Ackby Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Francisca and a third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation.
I forgot he kind of sounds like Sonic.
Like a nastier Sonic.
This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and you're way out of your league. No hard feelings. Well, why don't you go back to your courtroom now, pretty boy?
You! You dare to mock the court!
He's mocking you.
That true? Stop, so true. He kind of sounds like Sonic. Like a nastier Sonic. If Sonic got nasty. I can't wait to watch Sonic 3, Maya. I've heard wonderful things about it. I've been dodging spoilers like truly left and right. But I will see it eventually, once it's on streaming.
I do. And I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today.
Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? And why? Why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? I want to so bad. I love the way he walks, though, by the way.
Alright, men. Good job on the perimeter around Gatewater Land. Now, just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed!
Sir!
Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble. Understand?
Wait! Mr. Edgeworth. It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable.
He has like
his slouched forward, hunched. I said slunched. I mixed the words together. It's been a long day. The forward shoulders and his like lean forward. It reminds me of Persona 5 Ryuji. Ryuji's walk is he's also got kind of like the shoulders hunched forward a little bit when he walk. Slunched. Don't never. Leave me alone. I'm doing my best. But he's got like Ryuji's bow-legged because he's got the injury, but Lang is, I would say, probably not bow-legged, but he's got the same shoulder. If you wrote that true and slunched will be entering my vocabulary. Slunched is very good. Slunched is so good. I do need sleep. Oh my god. Okay. While we're on the topic. Actually, I was in such bad pain last night. Like, the worst I've had in a while. And I woke up at, like, 3:30 in pain and also completely overheated because the heater was, like, on too high. And I guess I forgot to turn it off before I went to sleep. And it was just fucking miserable. And I ended up, like, having to move from my bed to my couch because my front room tends to run a little cooler during the evening time, and plus I hadn't been in here, so like I'm so tired. I did take a small nap after after Megan and Danny's stream, but it was not enough. It was just to survive. Anyway. Why of all places did he show up here? And completely out of the blue at that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Alright. First, hello. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Long's orders.
I suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for now.
Can I see the cat?
I highly doubt I'll find a clue in here, but I might as well check just to be sure. Ooh, this barrel sure is heavy. You there, do you know what's inside of this thing?
It's the emergency water supply for putting out fires.
I see. Well, they certainly are well prepared.
I want to pet the cat. Oh, this game sucks. Worst game ever. And I can't observe these footprints? Be so for real.
This horizontal bar is used for tying up horses. Apparently, you can ride real horses at the Cowboys Ranch area just up ahead. Is it possible that the culprits have already escaped with the help of a stolen horse or two?
Under Agent Lang's orders, we already rounded up all the horses, and every last one has been accounted for.
Agent Lang is good, although I won't go so far as to say I'm impressed just yet.
Okay, that's all you had to say. I can't observe the pipe that I just stripper pole went down. I'm sorry the pain was so bad. Yeah, it sucked. I feel though I'm also feeling silly because I've probably gotten 6 hours of sleep total in the last 2 days. Yikes, dude! That sucks. Ugh, alright, Kay. Man! I can't calmly do any stealing at all with that detective around.
I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity.
It's alright. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing.
Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not?
Don't rush her!
Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more.
Okay, can I show you things now? If I had one of those, I could be a prosecutor too, right?
Don't even think of stealing this from me.
If it's that important to you, then why don't you just wear it on your lapel? Lapel? I do that often. That's not new.
Why should I have to label myself as a prosecutor everywhere I go? And why does everyone ask that question of me? That's what I'd like to know.
I really love this. I really love theme parks. Too bad we're not here to have a fun time.
So why did you choose this one? And why choose to show yourself to me of all people?
Because I was tailing you, silly. Duh!
You were following me. But why?
I was bored. It's a book of information about my arch enemy, the Blue Badger. But I won't lose to the likes of him. You just wait and see. I'm going to write a tome of thievery. How's that, Mr. Edgeworth?
The information that winds up on your wanted poster will suffice in this competition.
What do you think about this?
If you're going to steal anything, at least keep your hands off my lines.
Alright, I'll return it to you. Here you go.
I was hoping for some information in return, but my line will do for now.
That's really funny. I forgot that happened. Come on, the Badger family is waiting for us to find and take pictures of them. And remember, you have to yell, Badger, get! Each time, or it doesn't count.
They even have a rule for when you take their pictures?
Tell me about it. I was planning to steal all of my shots as any proper great thief should.
Does the concept of stealing permeate every aspect of this girl's life?
Yeah, she's probably autistic. God, I'm looking very respectfully. He's 27? Oh! That's a baby. So what are you going to do about your investigation into the kidnapping?
Good question. Since Agent Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated.
Oh, come on! You can't let that stop you! I'll even lend you a hand, so let's go!
But you're a self-purported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation.
You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any old great thief. I'm the Yatagarasu! And as I said earlier, the Yatagarasu is after one and only one thing. I love this sprite so much. I love her. Guys, that's my daughter. I've had a theory about her, not a theory, a headcanon about her, that she is, maybe part Ryukyuan. Just like, the instrumentation in her theme is like giving Southern Japan to me. And also the fact that she she mentions later that she stayed with relatives far away for a while. And I'm like, okay, if she did that, maybe it was in Japan. And then, I don't know, like I said, the instrumentation of her theme just kind of gives... And, like, her brightly colored clothing, they kind of go against the, fashion trends of, like, typical Japan. Although I guess that's true of, like, everybody in this game. Anyway.
What is this one and only one thing you were after?
Would die for her? Yeah, same, Maya. The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing. And that is the truth. Hell yeah, girl.
I see. It was 7 years ago. There was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu liked to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once a target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth.
Okay, hold on. I wanted to see something, because they also, like, the mythology origins of the Yatagarasu in Shinto, I think also are more southern Japan. They might be Kyushu. Okay, no, they're not quite. They're in Kansai, maybe? Or is that Chukoku? Yeah, I guess that's... Okay, it's near Wakayama. Interesting. Yeah, but she does not give, even when I think of this game as, like, a very Japanese context, she does not give, like, Kanto region Japan to me. Just my vibe check with her. Okay.
Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of a three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call what the Yatagarasu was stealing the truth. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatagarasu? But that can't be, can it?
Okay, well, let me, before I talk to Gumshoe, what's this?
It's an old-fashioned rocking chair, the kind that makes you feel instantly at ease. There's something written here. A soothing 10-minute sitting for only $100! I see. Reverse psychology. Make it so expensive that no one would dare sit on it.
Well, no one's gonna fucking notice now. Let's do it. Anyway.
It's an empty barrel. I'd venture to guess that its only purpose is to set the mood.
Cactus?
It's a cactus. There's something written here on this sign. This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gatewater Land from the local police precinct.
Oh my god, Jake Marshall. I forgot that there was a drop here. They want you to remember fucking Jake Marshall here. I forgot. That's funny.
I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place.
I'll deal with you in a second. I know what you're about. I'll deal with you in a second. Hi, Gummy. His theme. I know we've heard it like 10 times already, but I love it so much.
Great job, Detective. Sir! For losing sight of me and the kidnapper and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir! I look forward to your next month's salary assessment. But the case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Shall I prepare the 21-gun salute now or later?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this.
If you're going to show me your prosecutor's badge, then I'll show you my police badge. Your wallet is looking rather thin, Detective.
You literally just said you were gonna fucking cut his salary again, dog.
Huh? Oh, whoops, I must have left my badge at home. I always get the two mixed up. That's not a laughing matter, Detective. Gatewater Land. Who would have guessed that this place would be such a success? But the Gatewater group and I go way back, you know? Yes, same here. I handled 2 murder cases that took place at 2 of their hotels.
And it was you who headed the investigation in each case. Oh, I remember that, sir. I was 16 back then, standing in front of the hotel in the snow. Clearly we are not on the same page here. What is he talking about? I know what Edgeworth's talking about. What is Gumshoe talking about? I want to know. Where's the Gumshoe game? You actually got a copy, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, can you show me the very last page? The last page. Very well. Let's see here. Interesting. Why is your name listed here under special thanks? That's it, sir! You found it! Oh, that's because I did the choreography for the Dance Dance Blue Badger song. I suspect that no one entrusts him with any real responsibilities at work. That's really cute, though. That's an accomplishment. Shut up, Edgeworth. I'm sorry, sir. Absolutely nothing is coming to mind right now. As a man, the only thing I can attest to is this. To be a man, I, Dick Gumshoe, will tell no lie. His heart's in the right place. Now to work on his deduction skills. Leave him alone! Oh, are you participating in the photo rally too, Mr. Edgeworth? Slay, Gumshoe. I mean, I'm only doing it as part of my duties. Yeah. I see. In that case, keep up the good work. So how many have you so how many have you found so far? I've been sort of busy with the investigation, so I haven't really found any yet, but something tells me finding the badgers isn't really a part of his duties. Alright. Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number to my own precinct like the back of my hand. Then why did an Interpol agent show up instead with an army of his own agents? That, I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that Wolfman showed up out of nowhere, sir. Agent Long definitely has an agenda, so the question is, what is he after? Well, if he's working on the case with Francisca, that's a very easy question, Edgeworth. Next. Next. Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering if I may ask about one thing, sir. Yes, what is it? Who was that? The girl over there, I mean. I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Assistant? Woo. Woo. I'm fine. Guys, I'm alright. Good night. Good night, Maya. Get some good rest. Thanks for hanging out. And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. What? Funny, I don't recall making you my assistant, Kay. Yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me! It's been like that since forever. Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. How can you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, we've got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, and making sure she serves out her sentence. Oh, come on. It'll be fun. Like musical chairs. You better stay fast on your feet. No way. I won't. I will not lose the spotlight to you, little girl. Oh, Lance! Lance! Where are you, son? God, I don't like his earlobes, guys. That's so... Mr. Amano? Oh, Miles, my boy. Sorry to involve you in such an affair just after you've returned. For you, Mr. Amano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I may not have been introduced to that law office. Okay, so then it basically is like Trials and Tribulations era. / End of Justice for All. Okay, naruhodo ne. And had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No. Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you only need to ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time. So who's the old man? He is the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Amano. Oh, hold on there. Then what happened to all that money? I believe the $1 million has been stolen and that the culprits are now on the run. What? Poor old man. Don't you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth?
Forgive me, Mr. Amano.
I show you my badge.
Oh, seeing that badge reminds me of Manfred.
I don't trust you. If you're a friend of Manfred, I don't trust you. Also, why are your earlobes like that?
Now, he was one fine prosecutor, the best of the best. Yes, I can't disagree with you there. I sense that you don't really want to talk about him. How I feel about him, it's hard for me to be truthful about that with another person. Your hard countenance, I don't know what you're thinking or feeling. But mark my words, I think you are Manfred's true successor. I really do.
Oof, don't let Francisca hear that one. Oops. No, I still want to keep doing things.
Ho ho! That looks to me something with quite a bit of value. But then all things have some value attached to them. Only by probing deep into the unknown can we become true winners in this world, Miles. Thanks, but knowledge isn't what's going to make me a winner here. It's information.
And what's the difference, bestie?
I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Oh, it was yesterday. A call came to the house. From the receiver came the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy! I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Amano. You don't understand. He hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. He definitely should have recorded that conversation. But not for the foolish sentimentalities of an old man. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? How will telling you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior. Very well then. Lance is my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He is very much like me when I was his age. Kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Is there anything else about him you noticed of late? Now that you mention it, I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, I thought maybe he would know where my son is. Mr. Amano, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. Deacon? As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. So you still haven't spoken with him since his leave? What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I've tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even this person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I had better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir! Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by twiddling our thumbs. I'm with you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Dick Gumshoe pledged to stick by your side through thick and thin. Mr. Amano, it was my fault that the culprits escaped. Which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy.
You've never seen him around Phoenix Wright, apparently. Alright! Well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating! Investigating! Sorry, I thought that was going to say investigation.
If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it!
Alright. Well, hell yeah. Okay.
So, what should we examine first? Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area. But the culprits were here until only very recently. Which means we may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped.
Like the footprints that won't let me investigate for some stupid reason.
Okay, let's get looking. Oh. Hey, you there. Who, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off. I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile. All precinct detectives are now under Agent Lang's direct command. No way! I'm not working for Wolf Boy. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Good, now let's go. No! Boy, if I got just the job for someone of your talents. Oh no.
Well, that was exciting. She's the funniest person in the whole game. She doesn't even have to try. God, she's so funny. Anyway.
Kay,
What? Can't you tell I'm all ready to get down to some detective work?
you should go home. Your parents must be worried about you.
Oh, come on! I finally get to be your assistant and you're trying to ditch me?
I don't recall offering you the position.
Why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know? Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back.
You're the only one asserting that.
Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yatagarasu way.
You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about.
Fine, whatever, you win. Whatever. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented assistant Kay is going to tag along no matter what you say.
Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not going to listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride.
Yay, daughter! Whee! Okay. Can I pet the cat? Ha! I've got you now, you vile criminals!
I'd think the kidnappers would have had better sense than to try hiding in these.
Oh, come on! Lighten up, would ya? Will ya? Sorry, Lighten up, will ya? I was only joking! I don't really think that the criminals would be hiding here, right in front of 2 officers. I love him saying whatever. He is really just a guy in his 20s sometimes. Yeah, but, like, it's funnier that he said whatever when Kay also is just like, whatever. That shit's so funny. Oh, I don't think I read that line. I don't really think that the criminals would be hiding here right in front of 2 officers.
But I certainly hope not.
Yeah, his loser pill energy is so good.
Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here.
Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Long's orders.
I suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for—
Okay, it's the same shit. Hey! There's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here!
I remember hearing rain fall out here while I was being held here. In there. My bad. I'm combining the sentences together.
Yep, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground is already pretty much dried up.
I should be thankful. It left us with some nice footprint samples.
You know what? I bet if we follow them, we can find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes.
I don't think it will be that easy.
Why not?
Look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here. And we don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers.
Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. Do you have anything? Oh, no. Oops. Okay. Bar. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, isn't this one of those things you tie the horses to?
Yes, although the horses are in another location at the moment.
Aw, and here I was hoping I would get to ride one.
You know how to ride a horse?
Nope, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse. I have an Asian friend, so it's okay.
Non sequitur is the only way to describe your logic.
That's so funny. What is the original of that, I wonder? I bet it's like American friend. Okay, I've talked to you enough. Barrel. If these were real, I wonder what you'd put in them.
Water would be the obvious answer.
But if you stored water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun, wouldn't it go bad?
People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted.
Sorry, but I can't let you get away with making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really liked the strange taste.
Look who's making fun of them now.
God, they're silly. Look, there's a blurb about the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gatewater Land from the local police precinct.
I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place.
So was the police department running a cactus farm on the side? Just kidding. They wouldn't do something so silly. Actually, I have the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before.
Jake Marshall, you will always be famous to me. Okay, Kay, what do you have to say? Yes?
Kay, what do you think about the kidnapping?
Well, I don't know anything about the victim. So actually, I was hoping you could tell me.
Oh, that's right. I never did explain the situation to you. I got involved because of a phone call I received.
Hold on. Adjusting my sitting position again.
It was from none other than the director of the Amano Group, Mr. Ernest Amano. His only son, Lance, has been kidnapped, and he wanted me to be the drop-off man. Little did I suspect that I would be abducted myself.
And that's when I found you tied to a pole screaming, "No!"
Can you please drop that already?
Get his ass.
Horses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme.
They look so lifelike, don't you think?
Are you thinking of wrangling, or rather stealing them?
If you can coax them out of there, sure. Come on, I know you can sweet talk them out.
I could be holding a cube of sugar in my hand and they wouldn't budge, Kay.
Her imagination is so wonderful.
It's a set of tire tracks originating from the garage.
Aha! So that means a car left from the garage at some time, right?
Correct. But for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that it left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads. I think we can also safely assume it's a special type of car.
Water. Drink. Okay, hello. Hi. Oh, bullshit. Okay. Okay, hi, finally. Hey, it's the Blue Badger! Badger, get the!
I really don't understand why she is so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw. He's doing that contorted, wriggling dance again.
Aha! I love you! Ah! You've uncovered my identity. You. I got too excited. You've uncovered my identity, sir. I was to remain under that head, sir.
Aren't you Officer Meekins?
Sir! Mike Meekins reporting for duty, sir.
This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches.
Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth?
I've met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when he unmasked him? Does he have something to hide?
Sure. Sir! It's so incredibly shiny, but it has a really ugly shape. I knew it! I was right to go for the much more manly police badge, sir. But I lose it a lot, and I just know I'm going to lose it for real one of these days, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, I think this cop is 1 donut short of a baker's dozen.
I know. Believe me.
I know! I love them! They're so funny. Sir, I am undercover as the Blue Badger now, sir. I must pretend to not know anything about anything, sir.
I mustn't respond to that. It would be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Sir, you have a copy of the Blue Badger Bible too, sir? This was written by experts on the Badger family, sir, and it's very, very thorough. I'm so glad they put him in this game. Yeah, he's great. It doesn't matter that I was made in the Blue Badger only a little while ago, sir. That book helped me memorize every name of every badger, sir.
It's not that hard to remember 4 incredibly obvious names.
You know what? I forget them sometimes too. Okay, Edgeworth, shut your fucking trap.
Drip drop, little by little, our privacy is being sold off to the public through this, sir. But that means I need to work extra hard on my cute poses. You're doing great so far, sweetie.
Ooh, like what?
Like this! Great! Now I know what your new pose will be! Look, sir, I've successfully stolen his pose and his speaking style, sir! That's nice, Kay. First time, Dad. Oh, so funny. Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Sir! Because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. True. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago. When the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled that the kidnappers had escaped, sir. I thought that maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already. And I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy on anyone. It would seem that some people never change. So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir! That's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. It's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir. I see. Agent Long is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir, it's such an honor. Oh, okay. Any ideas what to do? Brief weird girl moment for Mike Meekins, question mark. How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir! For about 1 little hour, sir. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. And I've been here ever since, sir. If that's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. However, sir, I must tell you I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No. But I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir! I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it, too. Yeah, you looked great, honestly. I patrolled the park, all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir, a lone blue badger. What you said just now is contradictory to the facts. How so, Mr. Edgeworth? This is what Officer Meekins' testimony contradicts. I think there's one of each in the park right now, yeah. God, doing his voice wrecks my shit. Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement. Sir! Of course, sir. If that's your wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait. You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to have only one of each badger in it at any given time. Which means that as long as you are the blue badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another blue badger wandering the premises. What, sir? Then that would mean that there are 2 blue badgers walking around. But why? Okay. I'm assuming now that we can do something with this, yes? A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly the true identity of the person underneath is... Oh, I know! It's one of the kidnappers, right? The person wore a costume to get away. Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage area are... a blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger. Yes, those 3. So there are 3 phony badgers running around in the park somewhere, huh? Nice. Okay. So, blue badger footprints, essentially, which probably are those weird ones with the outline.
Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning.
Oh, you mean now we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right?
Yes. More than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of badgers.
Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting. So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them! There are 2 sets here.
They both do look like possible candidates.
This set is walking off to the west. Ugh! It just stops! I can't make heads or tails of where it's headed from here.
I think we can assume it's headed toward the stadium.
I wonder where the other set leads. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna take a note of that. 'Cause I don't remember if they're gonna let us remember that. You know what I mean? Writing utensil. Okay. Second. So, okay, this is 1, 3. Second set of footprints headed to stadium. Oh, my wrist hates writing. Okay. I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be heading east. Meekins. Huh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth! I've got him! I've got one of the culprits! Ah! No! I'm not a kidnapper, sir!
Down, Kay.
I forgot he said that.
Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But our criminals were each wearing a costume.
Aha! Maybe they came over to this garage for something?
That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage.
Sir! Roger Wilco, sir! Why is there like an eye on the garage? Do you see what I mean? This little eye? What is that? Anyway.
Let's open the shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside.
Ah! Oh. Oh.
What in the... We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. Ah. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man?
Even the eye? Not the thing at the bottom. The thing at the bottom was definitely the handle.
It's Oliver! Mr. Amano, are you saying that this man is...
Just... he's my butler.
How could something like this have happened? Indeed. And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I'd better investigate this crime scene quickly before Agent Lang or his men return. The kidnapper's footprints lead right to this garage, and right to a dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim?
Yeah, I was looking at the middle of the garage.
From my cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound.
You sure are calm for someone who just found a body.
It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Alright, car. Car? Okay, we're not gonna look at the car? Okay, that's stupid. Alright, fine. Alright, fine. Necklace.
This is an unusually shaped pendant.
What is it? Is it something valuable?
She seems to have regained some of her composure.
It looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice! It is worth something after all! Oh, and look! There's something written on the back. Colin Deveray. It's a name.
Colin Deveray? But this man's name is...
It's not that.
As long as that Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. Oh, I just went back and looked and missed the handle on the bottom. It's definitely just an eye. That's so weird. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why is it there? I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds. One in his abdomen and one in his shoulder. So that means he was shot twice? No, I don't think so. I think that the abdominal one is an entry wound, and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound.
What a strange way.
Nice! I knew you could figure it out! It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity.
I might also make a note of that. TBH. Okay, anyway. Deduce.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Well, yes, that this is supposed to be Oliver Deacon. Okay, so anyway, what was the other thing? Crime scene. Clean. Garage.
There's something not right about the name on the pendant. The victim is the Amano family butler, but his name is Oliver Deacon, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Deveray.
I wonder what's up with that.
I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Alright. I think I need to stop here. My voice is giving out the Meekin's voice, although, hold on. How much is left? And then how much was the next one? I'll go a little longer. I'll get through this next part.
Lance! Lance! Where are you, sweetie?
Excuse me, but you are?
Oh, badum. Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Ah, stop it, Lauren. You can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him. You're in love with.
Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh?
Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance?
Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops. Pops?
His girlfriend.
Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends. We're not lovers or anything. Oh, we haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. I even got this ring as a present from Lance.
You know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character!
May I inquire as to why you are here?
I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately, and I began to get really worried. I looked everywhere for him, and I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here.
Wow, you're really strong for having made it through this all by yourself.
Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped?
No one is supposed to know, but yes, it is true.
Oh, Lance. I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now.
Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden and love routine. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here?
Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder.
Hold it. Yeah, hey. Alright, I'll stick around for you. Pour myself more water. My men brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing.
I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you.
I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. Hey! You waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now.
Suspect? Who?
The slight southern accent works so well for her. Yeah, that's what she gives off to me. No! Not again! Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What? Sir! I had nothing to do with it, sir!
Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins?
Ha! I leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom.
That's your answer?
I know you like your logic and reasoning, but that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. Oops. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets.
But that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake.
Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts.
That's tyranny! I won't allow such a thing to go on unchecked before my eyes.
Too bad you don't call the shots around here.
As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in.
Hi, Maddie! It's Long! Yeah. He's here.
That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement?
Man, Edgeworth has really grown. And these games like really do such a good job of showcasing it. Starting in this game and then like improving. Also with this case? Yeah, I love this case.
You! How dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu?
Hold it! You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Langzi says, every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. Alright, I'll give you your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. Okay, I'll do this. Okay, why not? Okay, you got me. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but can even you figured that much out, right? I don't know what it is about Long, but I like him. Yeah, for real. I just think he's so sincere. To the point that he's kind of stupid sometimes. But he's like, he's so genuine in such a like funny way. I do enjoy his character. I was hoping he would have more of a role, but I enjoy him for what he is too. With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement, like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? This is the good timeline where America has gun laws. $9 million reward for Bad Badger, that's crazy. He means, well, he's just kind of dumb. Yeah, well, he's cynical in a way, but he's very honest about it, where I feel like Edgeworth sometimes has been, in the past, like, similar. And then now Edgeworth, he's still cynical, but he's not... Edgeworth is more change. He like looks forward. He's more forward facing. Whereas I think Long is more past facing. He looks back a lot more than Edgeworth does. And Edgeworth does look back quite a bit, but I think these games show that Edgeworth is actually more forward and future oriented than we realized. And maybe even he realized.
That is your reasoning?
Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment. What's this philosophy of detainment? Ha! You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girlie.
In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf.
Why the wolf?
Ah, the narrative foil. Yeah, that's why he has the same character in his name as Phoenix does, I think. Ah, because in my language, lang means wolf, and you don't mess with me or my pack. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor, Lang Zi.
You'd think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he is that famous.
Yes, I forgot about this shit. Lang Zi developed as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhangfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophies.
He was supposed to be shirtless, Maddie. And they took it away from us, but they did give us the deep V at least. But thousands of years ago? That makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? Atheist Edgeworth.
You want to put it to a test?
She rolled in on Heelys? True.
Alright.
Hold it!
So what can you tell me about the body?
A lot. Even without an autopsy, I have my ways. They teach you the basics of forensics along with the detention philosophy.
Oh, then you wouldn't mind telling me a little of what you figured out, correct?
Hold it!
Yes, I think that anyone who saw the bullet wounds would come to the same conclusion.
Knock 'em back!
Ha! Don't pat yourself on the back yet.
What's that supposed to mean?
Lang Zi says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer. Big Fish and Begonia reference?
Is that right? And what would you know about the killer?
No, Big Fish and Begonia had not come out at this point when this game was released, I believe.
Hold it!
It would appear you've studied a little of our laws.
Studied? Who needs to study what every child on any street corner already knows? It's that... Sheena!
The Federal Firearms Restriction Act.
That's it. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear that's not easy to get a gun these days.
Hear me out. Heelys, but with high heels. I don't know how it would work, but surely someone can find a way. If they do, that'll be the second way I sprain my ankle. Interesting. Wait a minute. High heels with Heelys, that's just roller skates. No? They have lifts on them. Interesting. That woman is the one in charge of keeping track of the information. Ew. He has a woman with him? Disgusting.
Hold it!
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you?
As if I would need to. I've already looked into everyone else here. Oh, yeah. Patty, that's so funny.
Oh?
Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired.
How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time?
That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation.
The power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekin's weapon, correct?
Thanks for reminding me. Hey, you! Show me your gun. Oh!
What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden?
A gun! What did you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Sir! I lost my gun, sir!
I woke up so early to try and book a Pokemon Cafe reservation. Ah, good luck, dude. That reminds me, I booked my trip to Japan already. Oops. I was just looking. and I got this deal on a JAL flight, which is a very good airline, and they tend to run a little more expensive. But the thing that's nice about them is that you get 2 checked bags for free, and the times were really good for it, and the dates were perfect, and the price was really good, and I was like, oh shit. And so I texted Megan, I was like, okay, are you okay with like booking already? Because like this is a really good deal. Like JAL food, airplane food, JAL services, like Jaru cycle. You want to try a JAL, but you went with Air Canada? Yeah, I usually go with Air Canada on my flights generally, but like JAL is more expensive is why. I'm going in November, so a while. But that's why I was like so shocked that the prices were so good already. So I was like, okay, bet. Anyway. How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here outside this garage to ambush and kill the victim. So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Lang? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. Alright. I don't think so. You mean to tell me that the murder occurred here in this garage? Too clean. From the fact that the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found, I'd say that it's pretty obvious that this is the crime scene. Lang Zi says, a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Fatabungo Stray Dogs Cafe, let's fucking go. Is it a temporary collab or is it like a full, like, permanent fixture? Hey! Finally a quote even I've heard of before! Furthermore, Lang Zi says... I don't remember, hold on. Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene. I should have gotten my book, my Chinese book on idioms, and read out random idioms instead. Just as a bit. I might do that next time. Oh, it's a Tim collab. Okay, that's sick though. Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. So this is the kind of conclusion the philosophy of detainment can lead you to. I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins? It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins. What? Rip. However, I can't simply stand by while Agent Lang ignores our country's laws. Shilong Lang. Just what sort of investigator are you? Okay. I save, and then I get him. And then I get him. And then I get him good. Right. Nuh-uh. It was so clean.
Objection!
The Jello Apocalypse bit with Lang made me double take sometimes. I don't know what that bit is. You should send it to me. Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? Oh, yeah. I have to say, is something I say to myself all the time. It's such a good exasperation noise. So you did notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene, and if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that Officer was hanging around out here in the first place? Weird? How so? Now you. Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right?
What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk.
But sir, I really did take a walk, sir. Oh, he made a fully voiced investigations case playthrough. He has a mini-series called Miles as a Robot. Okay, I've seen it. But he's a lot more opinionated on this game. Definitely not one of his faves, unfortunately. Oh, that's too bad. But he has like a bit as long, I guess? Question mark? Anyway.
You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligations so lightly?
Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something?
Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir. Save me the way you did earlier, please, sir.
Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened.
Sir, not you too.
The zoom in on his eyes is too good.
It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir.
Every time they say his name, it's just another word that starts with L. Oh.
I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger Mobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir.
It's so funny that you mentioned, like, he's a lot more opinionated. So, like, people get so mad at YouTubers or, like, creators in general for having opinions. And I'm like, sometimes they are just, like, the worst opinions, and I don't agree with them. And so, therefore, I just don't interact. I'm like, okay, you know, Jello Apocalypse, I've only liked that Guys of Arcadia video. I really don't care about the rest of his content. But, like, there's the one exception that I've seen people have that is Joseph Anderson. Joseph Anderson will give the most wretched fucking take and everyone will be like, oh, Joe, you're so wrong. I love you. Because it's impossible to tell if he's serious or trolling. Because he's such a troll, but he's so funny. And his sincere arguments for his opinions, even if they're the worst opinions you've ever heard, are so funny. Like, somebody made a clip of, like, his opinions on Pixar movies, and they're bad. They're bad. He said Toy Story 2 was the worst Toy Story, which is crazy. But anyway, if you want a really great Joseph Anderson video, the Persona 4 one, just like look up Joseph Anderson Persona 4 like compilation, and there's like a 24-minute one or so. It's like 20-some minutes. It is the funniest shit. It makes me laugh so hard. Yeah. Anyway. What is this Blue Badger Mobile?
It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir.
So the Blue Badger Mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop? Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It makes me laugh so hard.
Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant.
He seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self.
He sure seems sure of what he's saying.
Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer?
Sir! Roger, sir.
For my sake, the one voice acting you, why did I give him that voice? It's just who he is. I had no choice.
Hold it!
Alright then, where were you assigned to?
I was assigned to the main gate, sir.
He must mean the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain.
Okay, then why are you here in the Wild Wild West area? It's because of a very deep reason, ma'am.
How old is he now? Hold. I simply wish to see... How old is he now? He's 24. God, he's a baby. Oh, she's an infant. Damn. Okay.
Hold it!
Describe for me how you conducted your investigation.
Yes, sir. Well, first I made sure there were no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir.
Well, what did you expect when you're dressed like the Blue Badger?
I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so...
Oh my god, Maddie. Speaking of Persona, Megan finished Persona 5. she very much enjoyed it, and she's like, I have to do New Game Plus. And I was like, that's so funny. Hey, what if we cosplay a Ketchy and Joker? So we're gonna do that at some point. But we played last Monday, we played Persona 5 Royal for 9 hours. We went through almost all of the last dungeon just to get to the February 2nd. The February 2nd scene. We also got to rank 9 in On's, I was there for rank 9 in On's social link, where she's like, I'm nothing without you, Shiho, and I'm like, oh my god. So, it was a good time. But the February 2nd scene just makes me crazy. And then I couldn't fall asleep. I went to bed late and I couldn't fall asleep anyway because I was like crying over it. And then I woke up and cried more over it. And then I had to go to work and be normal. It was really funny.
Hold it!
They're lesbians, Your Honor. What exactly do you mean by selling dreams? Sir! The Blue Badger Mobile is where dreams are collected! What? Sweetness like you've never known except in dreams, ma'am. Like innocence drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, ma'am. Like guilty jawbreakers. Selling those as I push the Blue Badger Mobile along is my sworn duty, ma'am.
Hold it!
You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers? No, sir, of course not, sir. I would never do something like that, sir. You're absolutely right. Wow, you're good at this forcing people to confess thing, Mr. Edgeworth. To be frank, I'm just a little man. Me. To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. I'm better at selling kids a few small dreams than looking for a big crook, sir.
Hold it!
Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony. Yes, sir. He's just a little guy. I hate that, pretending to be normal when you're crying inside of our characters. Yeah. I was like so grateful that I had a very, very chill shift on Tuesday because I was like really emotional over it all. How did you wind up all the way over here? I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. One of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. I had to run away from the child's painful drop kicks, and before I knew it... The good old drop kick. I dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. Foreshadowing is a narrative device. It was always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent. In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. Sir! That's right, sir. That's not something you should be admitting to with your head held high, officer. It sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there is one flaw in Officer Meekin's story. But I have the feeling that he'll need some prodding before he'll spill the beans. I love when Edgeworth says something normie-core, like spill the beans. Or whatever. He's so funny. For what? Okay. Okay, hold on. What's our evidence again? Do we have the tracks? Okay. I think... Oh, I think... Is it this statement, then? Has to be this one. Does he mention the Badger Mobile elsewhere, otherwise? Okay, yeah, he doesn't. Okay. Because there's one in the garage, but there's also the tracks of one outside.
Objection!
So... He might be telling the truth, but... It's not clear. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell such transparent lies.
Sir? I'm lying, sir?
Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the Blue Badger Mobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage?
Oh, no, okay, that's right, because the parking spot, hold on, will it show me okay, it won't. The parking spot is the Blue Badger, so a different mobile has been taken out. Okay, naruhodo ne.
Then what is it doing here inside the garage?
Ah! Actually, I just lost track, sir.
Lost track of what?
By the time I realized that the Blue Badger mobile was nowhere to be found, sir.
Which would mean it was perhaps stolen.
And that's when I came back to this area thinking that maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. A likely story. Who do you think is going to buy such a convenient tale as that?
And what exactly is so convenient about his story?
No, I'm with Along on this one. The car getting stolen. It's completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. But I think we can assume the car was used all right. To move the dead body. What? You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins. And then you used the Blue Badger mobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me. But it wasn't me! Sir! The killer, sir! It wasn't me, sir!
Agent Long, wait!
What do you want now?
We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we know all of the facts of this case, let alone the truth.
I told you, truth schmooth, I couldn't care less. Our job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste.
You boorish buffoon!
I think you need to leave.
What?
We need to get the body to autopsy, and you guys are getting in the way.
You! You would interfere with another one of my investigations!
Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. Ugh. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. Why does he have to say it? Oh! Now be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. Yay, we did it. My voice is trashed, but we did it. Okay.
That's fun. I like this game. It's not perfect. She's not perfect, but I like this game.
I like this case. It's fun. I love the cameos of old characters, which we're definitely not done with. And I like the new characters too. But today, no more voice. No more. I'm sleepy. I want to read fanfiction and take a little sleep. Ooh, there's drool on that pillow. I got drool stain on my pillow. My couch pillow. That's okay. That can get washed. Anyway, no more Ace Attorney on Saturdays for like a month. Thursday though, we will continue this game, and then Saturday, assuming all my tech works, there's no reason why it shouldn't, but just in case, assuming all of my tech works, I'm booting up Soul Calibur 2. And we're just gonna play. It's gonna be fun. That way I can yap. I don't have to worry about voice acting. I wanted to play a game that I didn't have to voice act for. I didn't have to think. That I haven't played in a while. And that I genuinely really like. And that knocked out... And that I didn't have to worry about completing in 2 weeks. And I was like... There were a few other games I was looking at, but I was like, oh, I could play those for like Halloween. For real this time.
I was like, I never have an excuse to play Soul Calibur 2 anymore. And then I saw something the other day, like a few weeks ago when I was about to make this decision anyway. And then I was like, oh, all right, that's what I'm playing. So next Saturday and the Saturday after will be that. And then the Saturday after that is piano stream. Piano, but I have, but you have to be nice to me. Or else. Anyway. Alright, you know the drill. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Be good to yourself. Be kind. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Please wear a mask. Pretty please. Pretty please. It's one of the ways that you can participate in political activism without having to go do anything insane, to be honest. And I will see you when I see you. Thanks for hanging out. Bye! Oh, I don't know if you heard that snap, but that was my wrist. My body doesn't work.